Afternoon everybody, how we doing? We're back in, we're on again. We're on again. Oh dear, what a day. Not long been home actually. So preparation for today's stream is lacking, just to let you know at the start. So you're not too disappointed later. No, it should be good fun anyway. Yeah, so today we're going to have a look at the Avos. I was going to carry on with the Murphy. I found some more valves that fit. I put them in, turned it on, and absolutely no difference. If anything, it's worse with a new set of valves in it. So, and again, they're old valves, and I don't know if they're any good or not. So, there you are. So let's see who we got in. We got Derek in. Hi, Derek. Brett's in. Hi, Brett. Michael Hyde. Matambo. Increasingly sunny Colorado. Very nice too. It's not sunny here. It's blimmin' freezing. Afternoon, Lee. Afternoon, Rob. Afternoon, Benji. Derek. No streams today, Benji, to moderate. Hi, Derek. Alan Reed. Hi, Alan. And Nick Petronics. Rob Cross. Thank you very much for the super chat, Rob. Theo's in. Hi, Theo. Doug's in as well. I hope we got some Avo experts in today because I'm going to need you. Mick McGinn. Afternoon, Mick. Andy Beck. Hi, Andy. Les. Hi, Les. Hope you're feeling a bit better today, mate. David Tagg. Hi, David. The tree isn't on because it's very noisy and it drowns the other one out, George. That's why the tree isn't on. There, that's why the tree isn't on. Evening, Cyberflyer. Hi, Harvey. Evening, Daniel. Just clocked out of work. Good stuff. Well, you're on your way home now. Happy birthday, Daniel, by the way. I got my Gus Honeybun badge somewhere, but I've forgotten all about it. So happy birthday to Daniel today. Simap, how you doing? Anthony, how are you? Mrs. Radiocruncher. The boss is in. Shh. Boss is in. I need to do my makeup earlier. Yeah, that was a bit tight to get on time, actually. Afternoon, AD. So, yeah. Bit late on today, but there you are. Yeah, I know, Matambo. Mrs. Radiocruncher, she's the boss. She's the boss. And the advent calendar that Mr. Penguin is so carefully guarding is all down to Mrs. Cruncher. So we better go over to Penguin Cam. Let's just zoom him out a bit because he's a bit close. Where is he today then? Where's number 6, Penguin? You sat in front of it again? I think he's sat in front of number 6. Because I can't see a number 6. Are you sat in front of that? Oh, he didn't want me to have that one, look. He did not want me to have that. Watching P's and Q's now, yeah. Mac Vision, how you doing, mate? Well, let's see what Penguin has got then. Let's see what Penguin has got in store for us behind number 6. What have you got, Penguin? Ooh. Allsops India Pale Ale. That's a bit unusual looking. We have a red hand. I'm not sure what that means. Brewed expressly for home consumption, it says. What is it? Oh, this is quite a strong one. 5.6. Whoa. Cheers, Penguin. Catch you later, mate. Video Monkey. How you doing, Graham? Welcome. Good to see you in there. Steve, hi Steve. Steve's Vintage Electronics Long Stay Workshop. She's a direct connection to Santa Claus. She's gone quiet again now, look. She just came in and said boo and then went again. So why have we got a red hand on this? I really don't know. Allsop's India Pale Ale. Established Burton-on-Trent. Brewed exclusively for home consumption. Okay, so the thing on the front apparently is back in the 1800s, pubs displayed a red hand as a symbol of fresh beer inside. Hands up who knew that already. Robert! Happy Christmas to you as well, mate. Rich A! Spent the day in A&E? My God, Rich, what happened, mate? What happened? Beer. We got beer. Loads of subs, but no videos. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? Girl guide. I bet she wouldn't. I bet she want a girl guide. Anyway, so we better get this open before we can have a look at these Avo items. Hey Danish, how are you, mate? We wouldn't want to get rid of you. Let's get the pint pot again. Present from Mrs. Cruncher. She does look after me, doesn't she? She does look after me. So yeah, I'm really not sure what's up with the Murphy. I need to spend a bit of time doing it, going right through it really. See if I can get to the bottom of it. I'm sure I will be able to, but yeah, were you a girl guide, Mrs. Cruncher? So yeah, we've been out shopping today. We have been out shopping today. Mark J, evening Mark. Well, I haven't got a Christmas present yet, Rob. No Christmas present yet. There was something that came in today's post and we were out, so I missed it. It's being re-delivered again on Thursday, so that might be something, I don't know. Cheers everybody. Happy Christmas. And I've got Pengui's favourite top on today. This is when he went skiing, look. It is. That's his favourite jumper. Whee! I like this jumper actually. Pengui's favourite jumper. I expect Mrs. Cruncher was kicked out of the girl guides, I expect. Hi Timothy, how are you, mate? Have you broken it? Yeah, I mean, I fixed that radio yesterday and now it doesn't work. So it's got, we think it's got audio, but doesn't appear to have anything else. There's no sort of RF noise and it's not tuning into anything, so you're gonna have to watch it. You've got to go out. Oh, thanks for popping in and saying hello, Timothy, anyway, mate. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to watch George's video yet, so I was sort of imming and amming what to do on the stream today, but I was really interested in this Avo bridge, but I might be interested in well, I might not need to have been so interested in it, shall we say. Dave Rhodes, how are you, Mr. Laser Sound? Oh, well done, Rich. Yeah, you did sound a bit out of breath when I seen you on Sunday. So hopefully you found out the cause and they can do something about it. So I'll bring all the radios back up, Rich. How's that? Cook baked beans. You went skiing once, not to load of people. Let's get back to the bench. I've never been skiing. I've tried ice skating and roller skating and none of that works. I can't do that at all. Ice skating and roller skating, not good. Right. We've got to do the other advent calendar at a minute. We've got to do the radio one. Very kindly given by Ben and Sandra. We did try a signal generator yesterday on the IF stages, RV, with a fair old signal on a loop, and it didn't pick anything up at all. There was nothing. So the IF is definitely not working. Skiing is easier than skating. Ice skating is literally try and stand up and like push myself off of the back wall and just hope to get to the other side. But no, I've fallen over loads and loads trying to do ice skating. Afternoon, Andy Kelly, how are you? George was an ice skater. Whatever next. Right. Let's get some space here for the Advent. The Haynes Advent calendar. Radio Advent calendar even. I've got so much on the bench here at the moment. I've got stuff everywhere here. Just haven't had a chance to clear it up. Right. Let's get the other one done. So I'm forgetting what the days are. I can't believe it's 6 days in already. So number 6. You can't see that. Number 6 over here, look. This is the Haynes Advent Calendar Radio. I think at least one of these has been sold since I started opening it. Oh, hello. We have a resistor in number 6. It looks like yellow, purple and orange. Yellow, purple and orange. It's obviously got to have something to do with this, hasn't it? It's got to have something to do with this. So I'm sure we've got to stick that in line now and do something with it. I fixed it worse. I didn't have time. Anthony, I ran out of time. I went way over time yesterday just to try and see if I could get it going, but you know, I tried. Cody's, how you doing, Paul? Ass skate. Yeah, I body skate. Did a big clear out. Well, that's filthy, Rob. I bet your mother kicked your butt for that. If I did a big clear out in the room, I'd be pulled out by my ear outside and made to clean it up quick. 47k. Sport of choice at school. You had an ice rink at school, Rich? Of course you're up Bristol, weren't you? I think Bristol was where I went I think Bristol was where I tried ice skating, actually. Who got the HP generator? There's some nice stuff there. George had a nice generator up there as well. 47k, we're saying. Okay, let's find the book of words. There must be something in here that says what we're supposed to do with this 47k. Okay. So beyond the 6 doors, a 47k resistor, sporting coloured rings, a purple, an orange, a yellow, which is 4, a purple, which is 7, and an orange, which is 1,000. It's got a golden 4th ring. A golden 4th ring. So what are we doing with this? We're sticking this in. Yeah, this is a bit confusing because I haven't got the I didn't put the bit of wire in yesterday. I should have put the bit of wire in, really, shouldn't I? So we've got to create this basically today. So we've got to pop that resistor across here, and it's showing a switch on the speaker wire, which is this bit here, which you just poke in the hole. So I need to probably hook that up. Let's do that, because otherwise it's not going to work properly. So let me rig that up a minute. GT Jeff, how are you, mate? Oh, we've got Weira coming, Video Monkey, at the end. I've got 2 more advent calendars. I've got the Weira one and I've got a Revel remote control one. Mrs. Cruncher again. Some did 10-pin bowling golf? My God, we didn't have anything like that. I think all we had was rugby, football, cricket, and that was about it, I think. We didn't have a swimming pool in the school. Or at least I don't think we did. I never went swimming because I couldn't swim. Okay, I'm going to need to rejig this a minute to match this diagram. So we've got to basically take the speaker out from where it is. At the moment the speaker is down in line here. So we've got to take the speaker out, pop it back in here, and then put a link in here which we just poke in the hole to make the switch contact. Yeah, it's all good stuff. You had hockey. Mrs. Cruncher's good as gold. Matambo. She stays hidden most of the time, but a few people have met her. So I'm going to just cut the ends off of this. So it looks like this one, they want that one going in E19. So E19, which is there, if it will, there. And then we're going to couple holes up with that one. So let's get my battery. Afternoon, Robert, how are you? The first resistor they worked out the color code. No, I can never remember it. She does keep me in line, George. Someone needs to. I'll say that before she does. Okay, so the positive now goes to I18. I 1918 there. This one's moved by the looks of it. That's going in F10 and 11. I can't see this thing. F 10 and 11 in there. Then we got our resistor going across. Basically from there to is it there? Yeah, okay, that's our resistor. Get in there. Now we've got to put this little tiny link in down the bottom here. I must have missed that on the other one. So we've got a little link by the looks of it to link the negative to the thing about there. I've also got to put, no, that's right there, okay. So I'll put a little link in there. So that goes basically between there . Rolf, how you doing? Old Frenchie has tuned in. Who's Old Frenchie? So that goes between there. You can get pre-made jumpers for these boards. I've got a pack of them up there. Let's make things a bit easier. Oh, we're on. Okay, something's wrong there then because my switch ain't in yet. Why are we on already? Or does that turn it off? Let's try that. Does that turn it off? Okay, yes. So that's our on-off switch. Okay. There we are. So we're up with the program now. So the LED is certainly not as bright now as it was. Still fairly bright, mind you, but not as bright as it was. So that's it for that. We're just reducing the current flowing through the speaker. Job done. That's the Advent Calendar radio. So we should have a working radio by the end of it. That's the plan. Right, what should we have a look at first? Should we look at the Avometer or the bridge first? Or should we have a look at some of the paperwork and look at what I paid for it? Because I think I may have bought a bit of a lemon here, or two. I might have bought 2 lemons. Ben, how you doing, mate? Hello, Sandra. Is a reduced current a sultana? Very good. You're on form, Brett. You're on fire. You're on fire. I think what we'll do is we'll have a look at the Avometer first, because that's something that people are more familiar with. Now this has got a very interesting label on the top of it, which I didn't see at the time because it was in its case. Well, it wasn't in its case, it was in a box with a big bit of foam stuck on the top. Nice beer, that. Another new one. Never had that one before. Yeah, so on the top we have got a little label. Can you see what that says? Can you see what that says? Sub, not sub-zero, substandard. Buyer's remorse. No, I've dug deeper, Doug. I've dug deeper, Doug. And there's labels on things. So, yeah. Substandard. Now, the first thing that I can spot that is an issue is the cutout is cut out. It won't reset. Now, I don't know. I've not had one of these. This is an Avometer 8 Mark II, which you'll see. It certainly has tripped out, George. Big styly. The cutout, and it won't reset. I don't know whether it's got to be. I don't know if it's got to be in a certain mode. Whether it's got to be in ohms. I don't know because I've never had one of these meters. But I'm pretty sure it should just click back in, but it's not for some reason. Now maybe that's why it's substandard, but yeah, you can just see it's an 8 Mark II just above. Cutout can be serviced, can it, Aston? Is that something we can do now because it needs sorting? All the rest of your analog meters are Russian, really. It's a mechanical latch, Harvey, is it? Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely not latching, so maybe a piece is broken off of it, perhaps. But it did come with a rather nice set of leads, which is a bonus. It's got a set of these grabber leads. These ones. I know these just come off, but it's nice to have them. And as you push it, little spike comes out the end, and you can grab onto wires, which is really useful. They're better than some of these modern rubbish that we got. So it's got a set of those, and they're in pretty good nick, I think. I think the bridge has got a burnt wire on one of the leads with that, but so yeah, we've got a good set of leads, that's one thing. So, you know, if I really wanted to sell it on, I could probably make my money back on it. So that's an issue straight away anyway. The cutout's not working. Now there seems to be no, it's the other one that's some screw missing. We've got some calibration info on the side. So we've got some calibration info. So it looks like up until about 200 volts, it's pretty much bang on nearly. Well, 140 volts, and then on the 1000 volt scale. So it's not far off according to that, but Simap, are you trying caps again? Is he trying caps? Yeah, doesn't like caps, unfortunately, so I'm up. You'll be back in a couple of minutes. So let's have a look in the top, see what we've got. As I say, I've only ever had one of these and the mechanism had gone, so I just sold it on at one of the, in fact I think I sold it at Wooden Bastard. I just chucked it on the bring and buy store, I think for a £5 or something. Might have been a tenner, but feels like something sprung in underneath here. Okay, we've got a battery and we've got some lovely paper. Ever ready silver, and that's doubled in value already. It's doubled in value already, that. Paddy, how you doing, mate? I should have done it. Meters closer than Fluke's tolerance, looking at the cow values. Yeah, it could be good, George. Oh, it's in the service manual, yeah. Cheers, Aston. So what is this bit of paper holding in then? It's probably the other battery, is it? Or is... Shouldn't there be another battery in here? Shouldn't there be another battery across there? I think there should be. I'm not 100%, but I think there should. I don't suppose this paper's got anything written on it, has it? It's got something written on it. 1.5 volt U2, that says. You can't quite see that. Got another bit of paper here. W10 15 volts. Yeah, so it should have a 15 volter across there. It's a springy because we've got this big lump of actually really rubbery padding to hold that in. Now somewhere I've got one of those batteries. Somewhere over the rainbow, I expect. I've got one there, look. Oh, Christ, that's Mrs. Cruncher's nail varnish. Now that's a 15 volt. I wonder if it's got any charge in it though. Now I don't know whether the trip renders the whole meter unusable or just the resistance scales. I don't know. Let's see if this battery's got any charge in it. Very rubbery. Yeah, unfortunately, Simap, caps gets you timed out by the auto bot thing that I've got running. As caps is considered shouting in chat groups, so don't worry about that. Don't worry, mate. Big battery buffers. Are those batteries still available? You can get them, Doug, but they're not readily available. Let's see if this has got anything in it. Well, that's got a 13.97, so that's good enough. I mean, these are run down to a lot lower than that. So I wonder which way is positive. Well, it's got a little red dot there. Does that red dot mean that's positive? It doesn't say which way round that goes, look. But there is a red dot there, so does it go that way? I don't know. This is a, yeah, BLR 121, that is. See that? Yeah, BLR 121 15 volt. But what I've been doing is just making up a stack of little button cells and heat shrinking them. I can't remember how many it is, but it's exactly the same size. And if you take one of these apart, inside here is a little chamber with a load of button cells in it. So you can reuse these if you've got one. I've got a white one here somewhere as well. I've got an all white one, all white. Radio Restorations by Colin. All right, Colin. Yes, you only need it for the higher scales. Nothing yet, Paddy. I chucked a load more valves in it earlier just to quickly try it, but that made no difference. In fact, it made it worse. You know, where we were getting hiss and that before, we have no hiss now. Yeah, I just need to work out which way around that battery goes. Does it say on here? Battery replacement. Yeah, it doesn't say which way around it goes. I got to assume that that is the positive with the red dot, surely. Why would they put a red dot on the negative, I wonder? All right, no worries, Aston. Let's have a look, see what's left in this battery. That's a good battery, 1.55 volts. So we've got a good ever-ready battery. I'm going to go with this one in this orientation, which is positive there, that way. That's in. Let's pop the top back on and see if it does anything with that cutout off. I don't think it will do somehow, but where's Mr. Alsfer when you need him? So it does say it's best used in a horizontal position, and the scale is absolutely bang on there. So let's do it in DC, see if it'll measure anything. Let's go to the 10 volt scale, let's pop some leads on it. Substandard. Substandard. I don't think it's going to do anything with the cutout, but you never know, it might measure something. So DC, 10 volt scale. Let's see if it will measure what happened to that 9 volt battery. Right, 9 volt battery. No, I'm pretty sure that's got to be in. If I manually push that in, it's actually off the scale on the 10 volt range. Let's go 25 volt range. So according to that, it's reading 11 volts, allegedly. I don't know if you could see that or not. Let me just do that again so you can see it. So I'm just holding down the switch. Let's drop now. Oh, hang on. The cutout, it's down. It stayed down. What? Look. It stayed down. Don't breathe. Don't breathe. Don't breathe. It might go back in again. See if it's measuring. Ah, so it's working now, look. So it's reading about 10.5 volts. Let me just see what it's reading on this meter. I'm sure it's not got 10.5 volts in it, but you never know. No, it's 9.3, so the calibration might be out a little bit on it. So it needs calibration. Let's grab a resistor. Let's get a fairly lumpy one. And we've got 220 there, 1 watt. So we've got 220 ohm up 2 watts there. Looks big for a 2 watt, doesn't it? So let's go to ohms. So we want times 100 ohms. The 0 doesn't seem to work. I'm turning the 0 and that's not... Oh, hang on. No. I forget, I haven't used one of these for such a long time. You're supposed to join the 2 leads together, aren't you? But that's not showing anything. So it looks like the ohms isn't working unless I'm doing something wrong. Do I need to be set to... No. Oh, hang on. Ah, I need to be set to resistance on this one. That's what it is. Right. So what am I on? Times 100. So we should be able to zero that, hopefully. No. Ah, okay. We don't seem to be able to zero the ohms. Times 100. Just bottoming it out there. I should be able to zero that with that button. So I've just joined the probes together, look. Substandard. Substandard. Nothing. Sticky grease in the mechanism. Well, the cutout has gone in, which is good news. I'm not sure exactly how that went in, but our ohms scale is not really usable. So if I go to ohms there, it just pegs the other way now. Okay, it seems like there's a... No, so someone's probably left it on ohms and connected it to the mains, I expect. That's usually what happens. DC. Let's try a rechargeable battery. It's got next to nothing on it. So you should get full scale deflection now. Yep. 10 volts. I'm on the 9 volt battery again now. Well, it's settled down a little bit. On the 10 volt scale. That's reading right now on the 10 volt scale. Let's go back to the 25. Maybe we've just woke it up a little bit. And that's gone up to 12 volts according to that. It's definitely something not right here, is there? I think we've got a duffer, to be honest. Let's just catch up with the chat a minute. Sticky grease in the mechanism. Nobody fart. Why? You got sensitive smell tonight, Ben? Yeah, well, I measured the batteries over. I got 14 volts on the 15 volt battery, and they work down to a lot lower voltage than that. And I've got 1.5 volts on the main battery, which is fine. I really don't know, Doug. Or a pulse fluke scope meter. I don't think that'll work, George. Do you really? A cutout isn't working. The needle would normally trip the cutout with full scale needle slamming. Is the 15 volt battery the wrong way round? I don't know. Martin, how are you, mate? So Paul's scope meter has now gone to Simon. It's gone to a new home. Time to take a look inside. I think so. Pepperidge, how you doing, mate? How you keeping, mate? Good to see you. Don't turn it into a lamp. I certainly ain't going to be doing nothing with this. I mean, if it's fixable and I can't fix it, I'll find someone that can. All Avos must be saved. There's a man that's going to save it for me. Look, if I need it. Good one, that's then. It could be another item coming down to Plymouth for me. Yeah. So Les has said maybe the battery's in the wrong way round. Now that could be the case. I don't know. I've just thought that, you know, the red would be positive. That's what I thought. So let's have a look. Avo 8 Mark 2. Well, there's a service manual on it. Do we need a service manual? Okay, interesting though. I'd love some of these old documents. So hopefully you're on my screen. Yes, you are. Avo advise you to keep in stock a number of key items. Suggested repair procedure, supply of interchangeable parts, possible faults. See, the cutout button refuses to say stay set. Is on page 13. Errors on resistance ranges due to abnormal battery or cell. Instrument is low. Yeah. So it's asked, it says you ought to have a 60-40 lead solder, 0.064 gauge, 1.62 mil cord solder. So it's just Ursin multi-core. Solder wire for soldering hairsprings, a mapping pen, an Indian inklet, a bundle of pith. Pith? That's the stuff inside an orange, isn't it? What's going on with that? What's going on with that? What is a bundle of pith? Some small sticks of orange wood. A stick of Chatterton's compound. Oh my God. Tube of Bostik glazing compound. Various gauges of insulated copper wire. Number of steel needles and non-ferrous pins. Thin mineral, white cedar. My God. Carbon tetrachloride. Trichloroethylene. I think that's the one that's banned now, isn't it? Trichloroethylene. Carbon tetrachloride. I'm just looking to see if we got, so the movement. Cutout button refuses to stay set, so this was the issue to start with. Basically, don't trust a customer, just do it on your own. It's clever stuff. Well, that doesn't really give us the Mark II user manual. Richard's radios, Mark II, working instructions. Look at this. We've only got the instructions. Let's see if I've got the battery the right way around. That's the, look at that, Avoset. I didn't know Avoset was the trademark of Avo. Ah, well, you learn something every day. Let's see if we got this battery in the right way around, because that's all I'm trying to find out at the moment. Come on. Come on. Just show me the battery. Show me the battery. Okay, it says about the battery should be replaced. When replacing the batteries, it must be inserted with the poles to match the markings of polarity inside the battery box. Well, what markings of polarity? There's that red dot, and I'm sure I've got that the right way round. God, I've done that up a bit tight. I'm sure I got that the right way round. The white way round. Yeah, I'm sure that's the right way round, isn't it? It must be. So you can see there that there's a red dot here. That's surely got to mark the polarity. Let's get this battery here out a minute and just see what the polarity markings are in here. I wonder, you know, if this battery was the wrong way round, because that was in that way, and that mark, I don't know if you can see that because of the light, but see you've got a red dot there, so that to me would mean that this is positive, so this battery may have been put in the wrong way round on purpose, maybe to stop it draining. Let's try it that way round then. Let's try it that way round. You never know. Can't fix Chatterton's compound. Yeah. You have a mapping pen but no Indian ink. My God, why? Ordering from Little Dio, George is saying. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, yeah. Save the Avo fund. Arsenic, beryllium, and mercury required as well. My God. Advanced vehicle operations, George. Patrick, how are you, mate? Get out of hand. You've got 10 of them. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 6. I've got 6. I've got 6, Patrick. 50-50 chance, yeah. What's Ralph got? Methyl ethyl ketone in your garage. Flipping heck. 50-50. Red dot could be that lock fit stuff. White way round now, yeah. So let's see if that is the cure. Maybe somebody just reversed the battery to stop it being used, but then would that send the scale haywire, or would it just not work? I don't know. I've lost me the thing now. Mr. Cody's is the manual man. He's the service manual oracle. Right, let's see if it's going to behave again now then. He says slamming it onto the bench. Let's just get that out of the way. Right, let's try again. Let's try again. Connect my probes. Connect the probables. So let's try, what did we say this one was? 220 ohms. So that should be, let's do it on ohms times 100. So let's short these two leads out again. Set that to resistance first. Short these out. No, it's still not zeroing. Let's try it on the normal ohms. Do that again. Okay, well it looks like... Yeah, it's not zeroing out on normal ohms either. It's better than it was before. It was back, it was pegging there, but it's not zeroing there. The times 100 scale is pegging out. Normally if the battery's too low, what happens is that there we go, the cutout just went, look. So cutout just went. It won't stop back in again now. Come on, stay in, you monkey. Let's just disconnect that and see if it'll stay in. I think there's this issue still. Oh, it stayed down there, look. I've just held my finger on it, it stayed down. Check the batteries, Les. Both of them are fine. We've checked the batteries. If I measure resistor on it. It's not measuring that resistor at all. I mean, that's a 220 ohm, it should be. Hang on, though, is it though? You know, that is 0 to 200. Yeah, no, that is measuring it. If we get a lower resistance one, let's chuck a 10 ohm across it, see what it does. It's not right because it's not zeroed properly, so it's never going to measure it correctly. Okay, so let's chuck a 10 ohm across it. So 10 ohm should be no, it's not right. Well, is that range 0 to 100 ohms? I think it is. So actually we might be right there. But if I move it about, I think we've got dodgy leads as well. So it could be that the pots are just dodgy. What do you think? Is it worth taking it apart and having a look? I think so. I think so. I think it's just worth taking apart. So think someone's been playing with it. It could well be. I highly suspect it. I mean, you've got to assume that all these things have been messed with, really. So I'm going to just pop out the screws. Better all take the batteries out first, don't I, really? Just going to pop all the screws out and see if I can take it out of the Mac. Hi, Thomas. Did I say hello to you, Thomas? I know there is a chap that sells these at the at a lot of the radio places. He does get rid of the odd one from time to time, so it might be that this is one of his rejects, so to speak. So I'm not sure how to open this. I assume you just go and take all these screws out. Let's make sure I've got a decent fitting screwdriver there. That's better. Let's get a little tub to pop them in. To clean the pots, you have to drill a small hole in them. Do you think it's dirty pots, Derek? Thanks, by the way, for your info on that radio, on the email you sent me today. I haven't had a chance to respond to that, Derek, but thanks very much for your thoughts on what could be wrong with that. I don't know what I'm doing here, by the way, people, so don't think that I'm an expert repairer on this, because I haven't got a clue. I'm just going to take it apart and see if we can maybe clean the pots. We've got a non-standard screw there by the looks of it. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. So I say, I think I bought a bit of a lemon here, you never know. I don't even know if that screw does need to be taken out, but it does seem to be stopping it coming out. So see if I can. Yeah, somebody's put the wrong screw. If I can just put a bit of pressure on it, might just jam it enough to be able to unscrew it. Someone's probably put a wood screw or something in here. Oh, it is a work of art, isn't it? Look at that. Wow. Oh, it does stink in here. Oh, gross, that smells. So we've got some number in. 143272, is that the mechanism number? See the needle wanging about in there. Oh, look at this thing. It's it's like a valve radio without valves. Oh my god. Hang on, let's just pop that down very gently. I'll put it on its face, so I don't want to bend anything. Here's the business end. We've got some big, probably very accurate resistors in there. Yeah, 14.7 mega ohms. I bet there's something like 1%. resistor in there. I mean, we've got some connectors here. I mean, one of those might be a bit dirty, perhaps. So that's the case. Very, very well put together. And this is the mech that we don't want to mess with. We do not want to mess with the mechanism there. But we need to have a look and see where these pots are. So there's one there, one there. And the one up there is just on like a rheostat. Let's just get you on the overhead camera. You can have a close look at the guts of an. Have a look at the guts of an ear. Steampunk it. Make it no look. Look what I'm doing. So these are the pots. Strange light situation going on there. But see where it says Morganite. That's a potentiometer there. And there's another one just there. And these are the contacts. I mean, these look quite dull here. These two have got a good bright connection, but yeah, they look pretty dull. So it might be that we need to clean up those connections. Where am I? That way. So I'm talking about these here. These two are quite dull. That one you can see it's got a shiny top tip on it. These are very dull. So it looks like maybe a little bit of a scratch up with the pen. So how are we going to get some switch cleaner in these pots then? I think Derek was saying about drilling it. Let me get the magic eyes on and have a look and see if I can see if there's any access point for a bit of a switch cleaner. No, I can't see any access holes for that at all. Maybe you might be able to get some just in there. I'm not sure. There's a little tiny hole here where the little peg goes through to hold it. I can see a hole there. I think that's probably not the right part of the Mac. So I could potentially get some in there. Could try it, can't we? Let's put some fader lube in there. See if it likes a bit of fader lube. I've got to be really careful not to spray it on any of this mech. That mech has got to be not got anywhere near scary. Well, you can refer to it, Aston. So I'm just putting this on a minute. Just so I don't get any anything in. See if I can squirt a little tiny bit in that one. gone in there somewhere, but I don't know where. Let's do the other one. Okay. So just looking through it, I mean, I can't see any burnt resistors. These are all really in really good condition. I'm just looking at the resistors on this piece. So that one looks like there's some sort of little fuse or something across there. What's that coil? Looks okay. That's just a capacitor to dampen the coil, maybe. Is that wire broken there? Let me have a look. Where's my little tweezers? No, it's okay. That mechanism is lovely, isn't it? Fantastic bit of kit. We've got to save this. We've got to save this. So let's have a look at the other resistors underneath this plate here. There's various resistors there. It's got a lot of resistors there, but I can't see any that have got any signs of burning on them. It's not to say that they're not out of spec, but there's nothing burnt. I mean, it looks really good. It doesn't look like it's been messed with at all. It doesn't look like it's been messed with. I mean, look at this great big thing here. I take it this is some sort of current shunt. There's certainly a lot of signs of screwdrivering. I mean, if you can see those screws there, look. I go in close. Might get a bit grainy, but you know, you can see that that screw is has had the screwdriver expert in there. It's a bit chewed up, as is that brass one in there. So there's a screwdriver bin in there, there's a screwdriver bin in there. It looks like the bracket that holds that, you know, these screws have all got sort of a bit of cam out on them. But it is a work of art, isn't it? It really is. So I can't physically see anything physically wrong, apart from maybe these, I don't know if I can see, let's just turn it the other way around. These connectors, these pins, if I turn it on its side, you'll see what I mean. So those pins make contact inside the body of the case. So that one looks nice and shiny on top, but these look quite dull, although they're probably okay. But I don't really want to do them with a fiberglass brush, because if I get fiberglass particles in the mechanism, it's not going to do it any good. So what can I just polish them up with? Maybe a brass brush. Where's my brass one? It don't look to be any cleaner, really. Just run the file very gently on them. That's better. Yeah, I really can't see anything else I can do to that. I mean, there must be some calibration bits on here. Certainly that's the mechanism down there for the push button. So that's the push button mech there, look, you can see. So there must be something that triggers that. It's going to go bang in a minute, frighten the life out of me, isn't it? It could be we've got some dirty contacts on that maybe, but it has gone in now. So we've got a bit of scratching in there as well. You probably won't be able to see that on the camera, but it says E35 has been scratched into that. There's loads and loads of contacts here. It could be switch contacts, I suppose, could be. Switch contacts look very clean. Resistance range pushes that one and that one together. Yeah, like I say, I can't really see anything in there that would be causing a problem, so what I'll do is put it back in the case. Yeah, the cutout, it won't work at all, the turnbull. Looks like a little fiberglass in the bottom of it. Cheers, Rich. Let's get me chat back up again. I've been neglecting you because I've had me head in the thing. 76 watching. That's good. Be nice to get up to that 100 figure, wouldn't it? I think we've managed 99 before. Found the proper service manual. Metable's playing with Paul, trying to find a manual. There's lots of sort of like bits of fiberglass in there, so I'm just going to wipe that off. Eesh. And should I give them a going over with the fiberglass brush maybe? So what I'm looking at now is the contacts inside here. So you can see all these pegs that contact those pins in the meter. So I'm just going to give them a very light touch with the fiberglass pencil. I think these may be silver plated, so I'm not going to go mad. I'm just going to give a rub on the contact area. Let's give that a wipe over with some isopropyl as well. Is this just burnt underneath? I don't think so. Burnt underneath. Who'd have thought such a thing was possible? So I've just gone over these with a fiberglass pencil. Just going to give them a wipe over with some isopropyl just to make sure there's no fiberglass left on them for one. No oily deposits. Someone's fingerprint there from many, many years ago. So fairly dirty. Give it another wipe out. Wipe out! We haven't got onto the bridge yet. That's a whole different story, that is. Now, what do I do with that? I just had those wet wipes here a second ago and then they're gone. I can't see them anywhere. That's because I put them over there. The meter is bouncing about. I know on the later ones that's not a good sign. I mean, this one is working. Just giving it another wipe out just to get rid of all of the fiberglass that's likely to have dropped in there. It certainly feels like it's pulling against the contacts nicely. It's starting to itch. has ended up in a good home, yeah. Substandard. Substandard. Oh, hang on, is that the dodgy screw? That's the dodgy one. It's not long enough to reach anything, and I've gone and pushed it back in there again. That screw ain't long enough. Should be in DC. I should suspect that these cost a lot of money. Thank you, Rob. Thanks for super chat, mate. I suspect these things cost a lot of money back in the day. I mean, everybody had to have an Avo. I mean, when I first started doing electronics was when I worked for British Gas, really, and the meter of choice there was the Fluke 75, which I've still got my original Fluke multimeter from British Gas. It's an 8 Mark II, Andrew. It's an 8 Mark II, and it's a bit poorly. The needle's flying all over the shop. The needle's not very stable at all, that. But then I don't know if that applies to these older ones. I'm really not sure. Andrew might be able to tell us. How are you keeping, Andrew, anyway? £900? What? That doesn't seem to fit in there. I don't know why. Maybe that one goes in there then. Why is that not lining up then? That one should be okay there. Better. Yeah, this one's doing some strange stuff, Andrew. I'll show you. Well, we may have fixed it. I doubt it, but we may have done. I've just cleaned the contacts and tried to squirt some lube into the potentiometers inside. So it's just gone back together, Andrew. You missed a shot of inside the guts of them. Okay. I'll stick the batteries back in. Now, as I say, I think the batteries go in. If I can get the camera up. You'll notice the label there, Andrew. substandard. It may be that it was used in a submarine, perhaps. That's maybe what the thing is. So inside the compartment here, we've got a couple red dots, which I would assume means that that's the positive end. It's got to be, isn't it? So I got my 15-volt battery, and that's going that way. And where's me 1.5? Where's me D cell gone? There he is. And that's going that way. You might have a couple, Andrew. I don't know what's wrong with this one. I mean, it's it might just need a good service, but I haven't got all the fancy chemicals that they want. Right. Oh, don't bash it around. It's a delicate piece of test equipment, Graham. Beast. Right. Let's connect it up to some stuff again and have a look, see. If you use WD-40, no. WD-40 is okay for lubricating stuff, but right, let's hook her up again. So voltage is reading not that accurately, but the main problem we were having was with the resistance range. Oh, they're not standard. Okay. Strange that they've marked it like that, though, Andrew, isn't it? Right, so let's I haven't cleaned these switches, but they look so clean inside. DC, let's go 10 volts again, and let's test that battery, which is 9.3 volts on the other one. Hang on, let me just... Yeah, it's almost like there's something wrong with these leads, you know? Because one minute it reads right, then it doesn't read right. So, I mean, this... let's try it on a 25 volt scale. So it's reading just under 10 on the 25 volt scale. Unless I... yeah, it might be these leads are not making great contact. Yeah. Let me just give these leads a quick squirt of service on a minute. If I can find it. I've got the tube. Where's the service on it? Just give these a bit of a switch cleaner because it might be they're not making good contact. Could be that the brass pieces are not making good contact inside as well. I'm going to give them a squirt as well. So I'm just squirting some down inside the ends. They do like this, look like it's seen better days, these, but right, see if that makes any difference. That's a bit more stable, isn't it? I wonder what it's going to do on the 10-volt scale now. That's more like it, isn't it? So yeah, dodgy leads. No surprise there. I mean, it's reading different now, unless it's discharging my battery. Let me just clamp it on. No, it's these leads, I think. I tell you what I've got a set of that came with the bridge. I've got looks like a brand, well, I don't think they're brand new, but yeah, they are. Look. Still got the little bit of plastic on them, a bit corroded, but yeah. So you give them a bit of a clean. Movement is not right. Yeah, could be a knackered movement, Doug. Water dispersal. Fierce lubrication. Yeah, it's difficult for me because I've never had one of these. I haven't got one to compare it to. I mean, I've only got the later Avos. Let's get these leads out, see if these are any better. So I've given them a bit of a clean up now with a Scotch pad. So I'm going to stick them in the end of the leads. These just push in like that. I wouldn't want to trust them on the 1000-volt setting, really, would you? Dear, dear. Just see if that makes them any more stable, because those other leads might just be a bit knackered. Yeah, see, that's off the scale on 10 volts. On the 25-volt scale, it's reading higher than it should. But how would there be an issue with the leads to make it read higher? Normally, if you've got an issue with the leads, it reads lower. It's reading very high. Try your power supply as well as new leads. can try the power supply. What have I got? Anything connected there? We've got all that connected to. So the power supply here is 8.9 volts, center pin negative. So that's I'm just going to try this. This connects to my power supply. Yeah, still reading high. I mean, that's pretty stable, isn't it? If I turn it back to the 10 volt scale. Yeah, it's not right. Those leads are okay now. Let's try the resistance again. So this is a 220 ohms. So let's go to resistance times 100. See if we can zero it now. If I can hold the lead steady enough. That's just me, I'm not holding the lead steady enough. Let's try that, that's better. No. I can't zero it on the times 100 scale. Let's try on the normal scale. No, that's going right off the clock now. No, it's not even ultra on that now. So the only scale it'll sort of nearly calibrate on is the divide by 100 scale. The meter's not zeroed there, that. This definitely is substandard. Yeah. Catch you soon, Martin. Thanks for popping in, mate. Might be the meter shunt that provides most of the damping. Is it reading 1/3 high? On what? On the power scale, Andrew? If I go back to DC and measure this battery. So this battery measured 9.3 on my key sight meter. So it's reading about 3 volts high, Andrew, I reckon. It's about 3 volts high, so that should be reading just below 10, but I mean, the meter's zeroed okay. It's absolutely bang on zero, but it's reading around about 12 volts where it should be 9.3. If I stick it on the 10 volt scale, it should go up to just below 10, but it's absolutely off the chart. If I keep it on there too long, it'll trip it. Cheers, Derek. Got a net to run on 2 meters. Have a good net, mate. No volts. Sticking 9 volts in, does it read 12. No, if I put, yes, it does. Sorry, yes, it reads 12 on 9. The meter shunt's knackered. Is that a replaceable part, Andrew? Do you think, or is that knackered, that meter then? And what is the meter shunt? That beer was actually really nice for not such a strong beer. Thumbs up for the Allsops Indian Pale Ale. Catch you soon, mate. What is the shunt? Instrument reads, I mean, I'm just looking quickly at the service manual here. That cutout mechanism. Stick in movement. Coil will not move, no. Cutout mechanism. Fails to read or is low on all AC ranges but correct on DC. No, we haven't got that. Instrument reads low on all ranges, but it's reading high. Flash testing, appearance of the repaired instrument. I'm just trying to see if it's got, there we go. Low reading, not reading on voltage range, no reading. Movement out of joules, instability of reading, leaf switch, no. Resistance, battery board. Magnetic shunt, is this what we're talking about? Magnetic shunt? Shunt. Be careful what I say there. So the shunt is something like 10k in parallel with the meter movement. Catch you later, Harvey. Talk radio. Shunt resistor gone high. Or open. Okay, so let's see. Naught 0.5%. Got some hellish, there's some hellish accurate resistors in this thing, isn't there? I'm not going to have nothing like this. Okay, yeah, that's enough looking at that. Let's, which is the shunt resistor? This is the thing. Ace Studios. Thank you, mate. I didn't see you pop up there. No worries, Ace. We'll be on again tomorrow, same sort of time. So catch you soon, mate. So we need to pop it back open again, really, don't we? And have a look and see if we can see this shunt resistor across the Mac. I didn't see anything, but how are we doing for time anyway? Getting from Vish ain't not cheap. Place of the 10 turn resistor externally calibrated to the right resistance, maybe. I really don't know. Thanks, Thomas. Catch you soon, mate. And Susie. It's lunchtime. Matabo, you're off as well, are you? I need to get my tea as well. Certainly I went a bit over yesterday and I suffered for that. But, you know, all in the pursuit of science, isn't it? Whatever you call it. So let's see if we can see which resistor it is. What did Andrew say? He thought it was a 10, was it 10k? 10k in parallel with the meter movement. I've probably got a 10k 1%, but I certainly haven't got a 10k 0.5%. I could obviously measure a few and get one that's as close as possible. So, which blooming one is across the mechanism then? I don't know which one's across the mechanism is the answer to that. I don't know. Let's get a prop there just in case that decides to exit very quickly to the left. Well, there we are. That's the guts of them. Now there is a couple resistors in the actual lid itself. If you can see, they're just tucked in there. There's one there, and there's one there. They're not even the same values. Let's just catch up with the chat. I won't fix it. It's a 10k resistor chain. All wound components. Catch you soon. Have a nice pizza. Mick. So the shunt resistor is made up of several wired sections forming the resistance board, having a total of 10k. Is that this thing on the bottom here? Is that this thing here? Is that what we're talking about? And welcome Mick, by the way, Mick Blockley. Ah, okay. So we could have something broken here. Yeah, this one looks blackened here. I reckon it's that one there. I don't know if you can see this specific one. Let's see if I can get the overhead camera in there. Might be able to get us down and dirty with it. Let's have a look. Where's the overheader? So the one I'm looking at is this one here. Okay, so it needs to be here. Okay, so it's this one here, up a little bit higher. Yeah, if you can see the overhead camera now, the close-up camera, a little bit closer. It's getting a bit dark there now, that's the only trouble. Just this particular winding here does look burnt. There's a little tiny coil on it. If I can go out a little bit and just angle it back, we might be able to just see the little coil on it. Yeah, okay. See, you can see the colour of this coil, for example, and then compare that one. That is black. Just trying to get the best angle on the lighting, really. Yeah, that's pretty black. Merry Christmas as well, Thomas, and to you and Susie. Doesn't appear to be broken as such, is it? Or is it? Hang on, it might be broken. I can't see because this grey wire's in my way this way. I'm shaking them, but got the shakes. I wonder if that's the break there. This wire here is in the way though. Let me just turn it around a bit so I can see it. Apologies, because you're going to lose the shot possibly. No, it's still connected. It is still connected. I thought that was disconnected, but that's certainly, that one there has got pretty hot. Yeah, you can just about sort of see it there. It's focused or not. I'm in a bit close really, but yeah, that one is that one does look blacker than all the rest. Hang on, is that there? A drift or not? No, I can't really see any physical breaks here. I'm just having a quick look just to see if I can see any breaks. I mean, you know, this is the only trace that looks dodgy. But can I test that one on its own? I don't think I could do if I unsoldered one of the wires, I suppose. I suppose I could test it. Thanks, Jackie Smith. Thanks for subscribing. You think that resistor should be 64 ohms? Test it with a meter. Someone's transmitted it up. Evening, Jess. How are you, mate? Yeah, dogs and chickens. Chickens aren't happy. They're jammed indoors again at the moment with this blimmin' bird flu business that we seem to get every year now. Just lighting that camera up a little bit. That's a bit better. So yeah, that doesn't look right there, to be honest. I don't know if I can get in a bit closer now. I've gone a bit brighter. That looks pretty toasty in there, but I'm just trying to see if that is actually physically broken, but so that section is between those two connections there. Sorry, I'm just moving it around now. Apologies for the camera. I'll stick it back on the main camera for a minute. I'm just having a look to see if I can physically measure that or not. I don't know if I need to take one of those wires off to measure accurately, or whether I can just measure across it. So Richard's saying that it should be 64 ohms. So we can try that. We're over here, so just out of shot. Let's push it that way a little bit. So that is the two terminals. Let's get the other multimeter in. Let's see if I can get a measurement on that. Whether I've got a disconnector wire. So it's going to be that one and that one. 51 ohms basically, that is, Rich. Yeah, it doesn't look shorted though, Doug, does it? Let's measure that one. The next one's 984. 1.2. 12. 2.9. And this is a monster one here, isn't it? Yeah, that's virtually dead short. It does seem to be. What was this one again? So we've got 984 on that first one. 51. And 1.2k, so yeah, maybe this one is wrong then. I'm not sure. Manganin. Jackie. Oh, from Jackie's husband. Used to repair Avos. Great time rewaxing all the letters. Well, thank you very much, Jackie's husband. So you used to repair Avos in a place called Concord Instrument Repair in Bow, London. Great time rewaxing all the letters. The letters. Well, perhaps I can send this to you, Jackie Smith's husband. But yeah, thanks very much for coming on and having a look, because I say this is something that I've never took apart. I've never messed about with Avos at all, really. So yeah, Constantin wire apparently, is it? Ah. Look at page 23 in the manual. That is low, possibly shorted turns. Let's have a look at 23 in the manual then. Okay. So it's this one here, 3, look. And it says it should be 64 ohms. It ain't a million miles out, but certainly, what's that above it? 2.2 ohms? Or... yes, it should be 64, and we are getting... Let's just null this meter out then, so we've got no... So that's nulled out. Let's try that again. Yes, reading 51.75. So that first one, let's just go back through these again and I'll get the meter in shot so you can see them. So I'll leave this up on screen and I'll put the meter picture in picture a minute. If I can. Let's get the light off of it. Which light is it? Is it that one over there? Is it? There we go. So let's have a look at what you're looking at. Yeah, you should be able to see that now. Okay, so if I go from number 1 across, how am I going to measure this then? Is it there and there? Oh, hang on, is that connected to anything? I'm not sure where I'm measuring there. I'm measuring there and there. 5.8K. 5.8. 444. I'm not sure what's going on with that first one. Let me measure the second one. This should be 980. Let's see if I can get the chat up as well so I can see what you're saying. See what you're saying about me. Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah. So let's go to the next one. So this should be 980. It's 984. So that was number 2. Number 3, which is the one that I looked at that looks burnt. Pretty much dead on 51. Should be 64. So that is definitely low. Number 4 should be 1.2. Pretty much there. Number 5, it says, should be around 300. 304. I just scratched my head then and lost where I was. Is that it there? 304? Yeah, that's 9. Then have I got to go from there to there? No, I think it's there to there. 42 ohm? Yep. Well, there was 450 there somewhere. There should be 450 there. 12.8K. Am I measuring that right? Let me have a look. You might have repaired this, Jackie. Oh, you might have repaired Anthony's. Right. Five. Okay, let me get my bearings here because I'm going wrong here. So 4 is there. That is 1.2. That's okay. Five is there. 300, yeah. 6 is here, and then this one I don't think is right. That's 12.8K. That one's not right either. That should be 450 ohms. Is that number 6, I think, isn't it? So number 7 should be 42 ohms. Yeah. Number 8. Number 8 is 3 ohms. .8, a little bit low, but not much. And number 9 is 4.5 ohms. Yeah, that's pretty much bang on. 1 amp tapping. I can't really, there's a tapping down there, maybe that's going to give us a reading. 0.46, yeah, 0.45. And then there's a 10 amp tapping, which is possibly there. 0.002, 0.005 there. So there's some. There's 2 that are out. So we've got this one here, which should be 64. This is number 3, and it's 51. And the other one, I think, was this one, wasn't it? Yeah, 12.8K. So 3, 4, 5. Number 6, that is. Should be 450 ohms. And it's 12.8K. So there's 2 out there. One. That one's worse, actually. So was it number 6 and number 3? So 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, hang on, no, is it 4? I've lost count again now already. That's the next one, it's that one there. I can see the meter moving as I'm doing this. So when I touch that one, I get quite a big deflection on the meter. Yeah, that one there gives me a deflection on the meter. I don't know if you can't see that because I'm on the wrong shot, but if I go to... Let's get you off of that. Let's go on to that. Let's get you up. I'll probably be able to show you that. I might be able to show it in there on that camera. I think it must be good. I'm terrible for remembering where I am. So where's the overhead camera? That's way too close. Okay, so you can see if I go across that one that's dodgy, which is that one there, I believe. It's not doing it now. Well, that's bizarre. Just now when I did that, the meter was deflected. I wonder if it's because I got the leads the other way around. Let's do it that way. Well, there it goes. See that? Strangely, it doesn't do it with the other ones. It's only that one. Only that one that's reading very high resistance. I need more beer. It could be. I'm sticking 9 volts up. I see, but why isn't it moving on any of the others then, Andrew? That's what I'm saying. It's only moving on that one. It's only moving on that one. Right, a quick comfort break, and I need to get myself sorted then. We'll have a quick look at the bridge, but we're maybe going to have to do the bridge tomorrow. Right, it's moving swiftly back into the room. What do you think then? Resistance is futile. It's open circuit, so the full voltage goes to the meter, but it is reading 12 odd ohms. Okay, can those coils be rewound or not? Can they be rewound? I'm sure I've heard Andrew talking about this in the past, that on a meter he was working on and said it couldn't be done, but so basically the dodgy ones are that one, and I think that one. That's the two dodgy ones. I mean, could I just stick the correct resistor across there? Could I just get a resistor and pop it across the terminals, or does it have to be this specific type? I don't know. Re-straightening the pointers after a hard whack and repairing them. You can replace with precision resistors. So I would need a 64 ohm precision resistor and a 450 ohm precision resistor. So let me just count these again. So that's number 2, 3. So number 3's gone. 4's okay. 5's okay. It's number 6, this one here, that's not right. Let me put a silver pen on those so I know for the future, because I've just looked and I've lost it again. 2, 3, 4, 5. It's number 6. That one there. That one there, and that one there that are out. I mean, the others are near thereabouts, really. So 450 ohm and a 64 ohm precision resistor. Please, Santa, bring it to me. You should put a user resistor. The wire wounds were used to enable manual calibration. Thank you, Mick. You seem to know a bit about these as well, Mick. A 10-turn ceramic across the coils. Ah, right. Okay. I do remember you had problems with windings on some, Andrew, and I don't think you could fit normal resistors, could you? Well, that's been interesting looking at that anyway. That's for sure. I've never, as I say, taken one of these apart before. Didn't really know what's inside them, but we now know if we want to get this one working properly, we'd have to do those too. So thanks very much, Andrew, for saying that might well have been the problem, and it certainly was. So I think we're going to leave the bridge for tomorrow. We'll dig the bridge out tomorrow and have a look, because that's also got some funny labels. I'll give you a sneak preview on that, but let me just pop the case back on this one very, very carefully. Hey, Simon, how you doing, mate? Why you failed your normal resistors change with temperature, so not good in a meter. What we're saying there, that it's got to be better than a non-working meter. Surely it might not be amazingly accurate if you stick it up it, but it would maybe get it usable. That's what I'm thinking. Try what you have, see if it works, and then go for the expensive stuff. That's a good, very good suggestion, Rich. Thank you for that. I'm just popping the case back on because I certainly don't want to leave that knocking about in the room with that mechanism hanging out. I might well print off that service manual and have a good read through it when I get a chance. Has it still got the sticky stuff at the bottom of the case to catch dirt? Yeah, there is like a little brown thing in there. You'll have to rewind back and have a look at the shots I did inside the case. I'll put it back on now. I did give it a wipe out with a wet wipe though, so probably that's defeated the object of that already then. Let's use the right screwdriver, Graham. Yeah, some of these screws don't really do up either, so it's been a bit mellowed, this one. It's had a hard life, but it'd be nice to see if we get it running. Would that affect the voltage readings as well as making that ohms thing go haywire then, or is that just going to affect the ohms? I think you said it was going to be the shunt if the voltage was out, which it obviously is. There we are. Anyway, that's the Avo. Yeah, that meter's really all over the shop, isn't it? So yeah, this is the bridge. Let me just get this into shot, and then we'll crack on and get the other advent calendars opened. A very, very nice looking bit of kit. I mean, again, another really well made item. But there was a label on it when I pulled it out. And it's, let me get you in, let me get you in. I never saw this label, obviously, it was tucked in underneath. Requires restoration, 1 terminal missing. I'm not sure what that means because it looks to me like on the front there's all the terminals there. Turn this little label over. Oh, it says it's 1947, I believe. Christ, that's knocking on a bit. 1947 question mark Douglas Street, is that? The year should be on the scale. What, in the Avo Mark 8? Sorry, the Avo 8. I can't see a date, Andrew, on the Avo. It's Model 8, it's got a number C762. Is that maybe July 62 on the end? Maybe made in England, registered. Part number. So it says number 143272-C-762. It may well be an indication, but I mean, let's quickly go back to the Avo a minute then. Let's see if we can date that, because on the side we've got a calibration label there. And that to me, reads 49 on the end, unless it's 69. I really can't tell. We're back on the Avo 8 at the moment, Mark 2. That says 49, 9th of the 12th, 49. It's difficult to say. I mean, it looks like it says wrecked. I'd assume that means checked. It could be 69, but it does look like 49 unless it's just got a scratch across it. It looks like 9th of the 12th, 49 to me. I don't think I can get in any closer. No, that's as close as I can get to it. And Mrs. Cruncher's back. What's she doing? What's she saying about me? So month and year. So yeah, it does say. I don't know if I could show you in the corner. Let's come down a bit. Yeah, there he is. What's that Theo saying? Makes it older than me. Oh, you are. And she does put up with me. It's amazing how she does it. It's a gift. Right, so as I was saying, this bridge might not be any good. Let's zoom back out a bit. I will show. We're not going to do anything with it today, but that is it. Avo test bridge. It looks like it's resistance and capacitance. Steve did send me some info on it earlier. But we look to have the terminals. So I'm really not sure what that label means. And this was inside the box as well. Test bridge. There's a little bit of info on here. The first advertised in 1939, introduced 1939, reviewed 39 in Wireless World, Shortwave magazine. Oh, this is if case is provided. So it had those little tiny like nylon blocks on the case, didn't it? So maybe that's what it means. But there's a screw missing there. We've got a screw there. We've got no screw there. We've got no screw there. We've got no screw there. And we've got a screw there. So out of the whole case, we've only got 2 screws. So it's not looking great. And there's a load of gumph on the back about how it works. So a nice bit of kit. And I should be looking forward to taking that apart, because I don't think I'm going to do a lot with that without doing a bit of servicing inside. So again, we'll have a look inside and see if anybody else has been there before me. So there you go. Hopefully that's been of interest. It certainly has to me, and I've learned quite a lot just by messing about with that. And I think some of you have been enlightened, and it's good to have people that, well, someone that's actually worked in a place where they repaired them. Cover for the leakage light. I don't know, it just says missing, requires restoration, 1 terminal missing. I really don't know. So that's going to be interesting. That's coming up tomorrow, people. So if you want to find out what's inside that one, then tomorrow's the day. I'll just alter all the slides and that and do individual pictures. Right, advent calendars, remote control car. Remote control car, advent calendar, huge. Absolutely a monstrosity. So we want, courtesy of Mr. Robert Cross. So thank you again, Robert. Guess I mention every day, look. I saw number 6 just now, but I lost it again now. Okay, it's at the top, that's why. It's up here, look. So let's have a look what we've got in number 6. Find something to get it open with. Finger will do fine on this one. Okay, that's the plate that goes over the switch, switch and secures the other axle in, I think. So let's get it up and have a look. Now, what have I done with the box that's in? Oh, I put it over there, didn't I? Right out the way, so as I can't reach it. That's sensible. Sounds about right. Okay. So that's that. So it's basically the same as this, but on this side, I think. I should be terrorising the dogs with this, Mrs. Cruncher. What are we saying here? If potatoes had an aerial, then I'd peel them. This is cruelty. Cruelty to Cruncher, this is. Come on, stick up for me, lads and ladies. Okay, yeah, so that is just 4 screws over the top and it secures the, I mean, Santa's good books. I say this kit even came with its own screwdriver, which we're not using. Should do, shouldn't we, really? So this will obviously go just one way. When it's got to go that way there. Got a big car building up. I'm never good. I'm always good. Oh, picking on me. Picking on me. I'm going to go down and tell Maddie. Lee's off. Catch you later, mate. I'm missing the... Okay, yeah, catch you tomorrow, mate. Work a lot, that helps. Does he do washing up? I am a nice guy. Well, I think I am. I wear nice Christmas jumpers. I have a whole library of Greek music. Look after the elderly. Oh my God. Harvey, how you doing, mate? So there we are. That's obviously our 2 axles, isn't it? Coming on very nicely. That's big, isn't it? I mean, look at it. The size of my hand. It's quite a big model, that. I wasn't expecting it to be so big, really. But yeah, interesting. So got a bit more to go yet, haven't we? Got a bit more to go yet, Zorba. I eat up all my veg. I eat up all my veg, Theo. Right, we're at Advent Calendar. We're at Advent Calendar. You won't have to put up with me anymore then. I can go down and annoy Mrs. Cruncher again. Right. First one is spot number 6 then. Let's get me out of the way in case I'm in front of it. Number 6, anybody? Any takers? You fixed another Grundig reel-to-reel, Harvey. Well done, mate. Left bottom here. That's number 11. Present. This present? This present? Lower left is 11. I've been also. Number 6 is indeed this big red present here. How do we open that then? Is it in there? Oh, hello. Hello. Oh, hang on, this is a double one. It comes this way as well. Hell. Oh, look at that. Look at that. In nice Christmas colours as well, look. Oh, wow. I certainly haven't got one of these. Weir have outdone themselves this year, haven't they, by the looks of it? I think this is obviously a bit holder, but I think the bits go in it as well somehow. It says press. They do, look at that. Very nice. And in Christmas colours, I love it. Rip it open. Keep a close eye on me. Yeah, she does keep a close eye on me. An AF117 tapper. Right, let me get my other bits out for this kit then. So we've got the spanner, and somewhere we've got the bit holder, which is underneath. Oh, I thought it was there. It's here. So that's so do these bits go in here or do they go in the screwdriver? I really don't know. I assume that. Oh, magnetic. Did you hear that as well? That's a good magnet. Listen to that. That is a strong magnet. Nice. A little bit of movement, but not a lot. Push that. Do they fit in there or do they go in there? I mean, it might be that these don't actually go in there, but... Oh, they do. That does sit in there, look. Nice. I'll leave it out for now, but yeah, there we are. Coming along nicely. I've got all the main bits, I think. It's going to be a lot more of these pieces, I think, in the coming days. But there we go. It's done a scan for me. It's nice it's done a scan as I'm trying to live stream. End of the red present, you got it, AD. Yeah. Hi, battery maker. How you doing, Bill? Picking up the daughter from school. F117 tapper used as a nut driver. Linus would be proud of that mechanism. Who's Linus? LTT. Yes, shorting crystals knocker. Rubbing it in. I have got my penguin top on though, so you know. Look, Penguin's brother skiing. Oh dear. Well, that's it for today, people. I'm going to go down and have my tea that Mrs. Crunch has probably very, very kindly prepared. Don't forget to remember that on the Avo bridge I could have around 300 volts on the front terminals in the leakage position even. Thanks for that, Andrew. If you're about tomorrow, mate, drop in. Sure we'll be on. I don't know what time you you knock off, but we can always do it a little bit later, can we? Well, he spent 3 years designing his own screwdriver, did he? No. I tell you what I do need is some of those Japanese screwdrivers, the JIS standard ones. Anyway, that's it for today, people. Hope you've enjoyed that. And tomorrow we'll look at the Avo Bridge and see what on earth's going on with that. Find out what this apparently missing terminal is. Anyway, thanks for that, people. Thanks again for the super chats and the new subscribers. And thanks to Mrs. Radiocruncher for popping in and saying hello as well. So catch you tomorrow. Bye for now.